Hello, I'm Anthony. This is our presentation for our group project. And for me myself, I worked for all the audio stuff in the whole project, and also I provided some design for the ideas. I tried to add some Eastern elements to the project, and it seemed to be very interesting.
Hi, I'm Sam again. I worked on project coordination, system design, and overall integration of the VR experience. My role involved organizing the development process across different phases and making sure all the components, including interaction systems, puzzle logic, and environmental elements work together smoothly. I also contributed to structuring the user experience, particularly in ensuring that the interaction flow and the progression felt intuitive and consistent for the player. Additionally, I supported debugging and refining system behavior during development to improve stability and usability.
Hi, I'm Sagam and I was responsible for environment modeling and puzzle system integration. I created the living room with 3D models which has bookshelf, TV stand and other decorative frames that come in the same environment also, along with suitable fixtures. Moving on to phase 3, I developed a multi-layer security system combining key-based and digital lock mechanisms. I implemented interaction using C# in Unity to integrate these systems into an overall experience.
Hey, it's Adit. So in this project, I helped in implementing the core interaction system, including the puzzle and the lever system. I also worked on the lighting and sliding door mechanics and the inventory UI. In addition to the programming side, I also created several 3D models, including props such as kitchen elements, lever system, and the door. I also contributed in sketches, and furthermore, I helped in translate ideas into 3D assets, including the scene. And furthermore, I worked in usability test documentation and designing the questionnaire.
Hi, I am Bhumi and I was responsible for creating a 3D model for Grandmaster, which included a chest, a large bed, a nightstand, a lamp, sledgehammer, back door, and a closet. I was also responsible for opening and closing of the closet doors. Mechanics, I was responsible for sledger mechanics, breaking the back door into pieces, and opening a new entrance mechanics. And I was also responsible to create the slideshow presentation for the final presentation.
Hi everyone, this is the team Langley Terror Corps, and our project is a psychological horror VR experience developed using Unity and the XR interaction toolkit for MetaQuest devices. The goal of this project was to create an immersive environment where users can interact with objects and progress through a guided puzzle system. Instead of focusing only on gameplay mechanics, we aim to build a strong atmosphere using lighting, interaction, and environmental design. A key focus of this project is immersion. We designed the system so that the users feel present in the environment through natural interactions. We also focused on creating psychological tension rather than relying on jump scares. The experience creates uncertainty through lighting changes, limited visibility, and cause and effect interactions that makes players question their surroundings. Overall, our goal was to combine intuitive interaction with environmental storytelling to create a simple but engaging VR experience.
Target users of our applications are students or adults, anyone interested in games or VR experiences or in immersive storytelling experiences as well. We focused on creating a system that is simple but still engaging and immersive. For our project plan, we structured development into 4 phases. First phase was on our concept and technical requirements. Moving on to the second phase, it was focused on environment and 3D based modeling. It was about building house and its key props like lever, save, and hammer. Third phase was about working prototype. It was about implementing interaction systems, puzzle logic, and audio with usability testing. For our environment design, the virtual environment is designed as an indoor space with psychological horror theme. The experience is structured around a guided puzzle flow. The environment is designed as an indoor space with psychological horror feel. It follows a guided puzzle flow where users interact with objects and move forward instead of exploring freely. This makes the experience immersive and less confusing. The space is carefully structured to make navigation easy and reduce motion sickness. It includes interactive objects like levers, lighting that changes based on users' actions, and a hidden door that appears after completing the puzzle. Overall, the design guides users through the experience while still making them feel in control.
So our project was built using Unity with XR Interaction Toolkit, and we also use C# scripting for the interaction logic such as lever system and the hammer and the passcode safe. And we also used Blender for low poly assets for modeling our home and the assets in it. And we also use spatial audio techniques for full immersion. We also did performance optimization such as occlusion culling. The system was designed to be modular, meaning meaningful components like lever systems, lighting, and the door systems can be reused intelligently in other models as well. So users can interact through the environment using the MetaQuest controllers, which allows smooth and comfortable movement. Interaction is performed using the control triggers, so user can grab, activate, and manipulate the objects. So the main interaction in our game includes the lever activation, in which the XR simple interactable component is used with a custom C# script which toggles animation and rotation, and the triggers lighting event through the Unity event. And we also used environmental feedback, in which the lighting changes throughout the completion of the puzzles, and which also modifies light intensity throughout. We also used a door interaction system, in which we used a sliding door mechanism, which we can transform animation triggered upon puzzle completion with audio feedback synchronized to the movement. Passcode, we also used a passcode safe interaction, which is a UI based input system with numerical buttons, and if the user put the correct passcode, the inventory system item spawns, which is a hammer in our case. And we also implemented a hammer interaction, which is a simple grab and socket, which is used to break the hidden sliding door. So this system ensures that key objectives are interactive and keeps the experience immersive and intuitive. So our core gameplay is based on a 3-level puzzle system. Each lever triggers changes in the environment. So the first lever, if we pull the first lever, the light slightly dims, and if we pull the game also, the difficulty of the game also increases. If we pull the second lever, the lights are dimmed furthermore and intensifying the game. After pulling the third lever, the lights turn off completely, and after the third lever, a hidden door is also revealed, allowing the system player to progress. And then finding a hammer by opening a passcode safe, and then opening the sliding door, breaking into a hidden room. So this creates a sense of progression and reinforces cause and effect interaction.
So for the project, audio and immersion is very important. So first, audio plays an important role in enhancing immersion, particularly in a psychological horror experience. The tension is built through suggestion rather than explicit stress. We use ambient sounds to create tension, sound effects for interaction, audio cues or triggers through event-driven architecture. The user interacts with the object, the corresponding sound effects play instantly with zero latency, and background audio to support the psychological smooth. And the goal was to make the user feel immersed and slightly uncomfortable.
One of the key interactive elements in our project is the Grandma AI system, which adds a layer of tension to the experience. The AI is designed using a waypoint-based movement system where the character patrols along predefined paths in the environment. This ensures controlled and predictable navigation while maintaining performance in a VR setting. To simulate awareness, we implemented both vision and proximity-based detection. The Grandma AI has a limited field of view, meaning it can only detect a player within a certain angle and distance. This creates a more realistic and balanced interaction. In addition, we included a proximity trigger system where the AI can hear the player if they come within a certain radius. When this happens, the AI turns towards the player and begins to follow them. Once the player is detected, the AI transitions from a controlled state to a chase behavior, creating a sense of urgency and pressure. However, movement is constrained along defined paths.
At last, we conducted a usability test with 5 participants, in which participants were asked to navigate the environment, interact with the levers, complete the puzzle, open the hidden door. The results show that most users found the system easy to use, especially navigation and interaction. However, some participants had difficulty locating the first lever, indicating that clearer guidance could improve the usability. Overall, the system performed well with minimal motion sickness reported. Thank you.
There are several improvements we plan to implement: improve story flow and environmental integration, fix minor interaction bugs, add more sound effects and animation, implement a flashlight system, add cutscenes for introduction and ending, expand UI and inventory features. These improvements will enhance immersion and usability. Through this project, we learned how to design interaction system in VR, how to work with XR tools in Unity, physics-based interaction, configuring rigid bodies and colliders, the importance of usability testing, how to build modular and scalar build systems. This project helped us understand both technical development and user experience design.
Thank you so much for watching our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and find it interesting. I tried to add more pictures to make you not bored watching all the PowerPoints. Bye bye.